Hey guys, I'm back to show you how I did my Marley twists. So to begin, I'll just go through what you need. You're going to need braiding hair first and foremost. This is the kind that I got. It's the Femi collection. It's the Femi collection Marley hair in color 2, and this is just what it looks like. You can get it in your beauty supply store for $4.99, about $5 a pack for Marley hair in general. This is my first time using the Femi collection, and it's okay. I do prefer the Janet collection for Marley hair. So you're going to need at least 2 packs. It just depends on the fullness that you want. I used 3 packs and then like a few pieces out of the 4th pack. So I would get 4 just to be sure if you don't want it as full as I have mine. Or if you have a smaller head, because I kind of have a big head, then you may want to go with, 2 or 3 packs. But I basically followed Cassandre tutorial, and I'll link that down in the bottom bar. I saw her Marley twist like months ago on her website, and I could not figure out for the life of me how to get them. But then I saw her YouTube video, and I would have done them, but I had a sew-in, so I've had to wait until now. So anyway, back to what all you're going to need. You're going to need your hair to begin with, of course. You're going to need a wide tooth comb to detangle your hair before you start the twist. You're going to need water or a moisturizer of some sort. I just prefer plain old water, and I got this little Mr. bottle from the travel section. You can find it in any sort of drugstore or Walmart. And then some sort of butter or sealant to lock that moisture in. I chose the Elastic UP olive oil and mango butter moisturizer because I love this and it smells delicious. And then I chose to use some gel towards the bottom of the twist just to kind of hold it together a little bit. And this is just the Eco Styler olive oil gel because I have a lot of it, as you can see. So no real other preference other than that for this. And let's see what else. You're going to need some clamps to hold your hair aside. So either these or, your little duck bill or alligator bill clips. And this is optional, a rat tail comb, because I parted mine. You don't have to part yours. I never usually part mine if I'm just doing my own hair and twists. But I wasn't sure how the spacing would be, so I chose to part mine. So just a normal rat tail comb or just some sort of parting device. And then shears, which I use to snip the ends of the hair once I've dipped them in hot water. And a mirror so you can see the back of your head, because you don't want the front to be looking all fresh and stuff and then the back be looking janky. So you're going to need a mirror to see the back of your head. And then probably just some music and a lot of patience. I need music because if I'm watching something, I'll get wrapped up in what I'm watching and stop doing my hair. So anyway, in order to prep your hair for this, I wash and deep condition my hair. I do a protein treatment before and after I put in any sort of braid, extension, or sew and weave, just to kind of strengthen my hair and build back up those bonds that are in my hair. And then I let my twist air dry till they're about 75 to 80% dry, and they're a little bit damp in the middle. So then there's some moisture still in there, but I'll go back and spray it with water just to make sure that it's properly moisturized. You can pre-part your sections, and when I say that, I mean you could have your whole head twisted and then go back and do the Marley hair, just so you know for a fact that it's parted the way you want it, it's sectioned the way you wanted, whatever. Or you can just part as you go along, which is what I did. So, I have my hair in a bun right now. I will take this down so you can see. And I just have it, as you can see, this is just a goodie band that I popped somehow. And yeah, just a long one of these. This is what I put my hair up with when it's in extensions like this, and it's gotten really stretched out. And you can find these at Walmart. I got mine at the dollar store, and it was like 5 in a pack. So, yeah, that's what you're going to use to do this. And the way I parted mine, not sure if you're going to be able to see, but in the back, I have 3 at the bottom, and don't mind this. I need to get that shaved up or something. So I have 3 in the bottom row, and then 4. And in the front, I have 7 twists, and then in the middle, I just filled in where it fit. But I did 7 because I don't like to have a middle part when it comes to my braid extensions, or anything really. I just don't like it. So I put this one in the middle, and as you can see, it's smaller at the front, and then it gets wider as it goes to the back. And I did that sort of different parting versus the box parting the rest of these are, just because I thought it looked better, and then the rest of these boxes, these parts follow the diagonal of these lines, so then I can flip it one way or, you know, flip it the other. So basically that's the only reason I did it. And if you're familiar with architectural terms, it's a keystone sort of shape. If you think about arches, there's always that one in the very middle that basically is what makes the whole thing stay together. So you have all of the blocks on the outside and the keystone. Sorry, I used to be an architecture major, so don't mind that. Anyway, so yeah, we can get started, and I'll start showing you how to put one in. So I'll just choose this one in the middle because it's in the middle. So anyway, I'll undo this, and then I'll show you what I did to the hair. So that's out. Initially, your hair is going to come, this is all bunched up, so don't mind it, but it's going to come like this, and it's going to be sectioned off into little pieces. So I grabbed 2 of them for the thickness that I have. And what you're going to do is take each one and sort of like pull it apart and fluff it. That way your twists are going to end up fluffy. So you're going to do that for the whole length of both twists. And then you're going to put them together at one end and smooth it down until you can find the other end. And you'll find that some of these are a little bit longer or a little bit more tapered at the end. They all have different shapes and thicknesses. But you're going to find the ends and put them together, and then you're going to find the center of the strands, and that's what you're going to place on your scalp. So you have your one section. What you're going to do is split it in half so that you have your scalp exposed. And instead of using this hair, I'm just going to use the hair that was already in there. So it's not going to look as puffy as that one, since it's already been pre-twisted. But you're going to find the middle, and you're going to place it right smack dab on that part, right? So then you're going to take one side, and you're going to twist it. I'm twisting mine to the right just because that's what feels natural. So you're going to twist it until it looks like that, and hold it there, and then you're going to take the other side, and you're going to twist it. And this can be a little difficult at first to get, just to train your fingers to be able to hold both sides, but practice makes perfect, so just keep trying, and I'm sure you'll get it, because it took me a while too. So anyway, you're going to have both sections twisted like that, and they're both twisted to the right. So you're going to countercross them to the left, and you're going to keep twisting. Alright? So, I can't remember if I mentioned this or not, but at this point, your section of hair should have been misted with water and then followed up by the butter to seal it in. And since my ends aren't frizzy now, since they've been in this twist, you can't tell, but I would put a little bit more butter towards the end just to get these ends to keep from sticking out. and then just an extra moisturizer because this hair is kind of rough, so you don't want it rubbing against your hair and causing any sort of damage. So as you can see, the twist is pretty tight right now, and that's not really what I was going for. So what I did the whole time I was doing my twist is if it looked too tight, I would just let it go, and it would unravel a bit to the point where it would puff back up, which is what I was going for. And then you just continue to twist. Now, if you find that there are any kinks or not kinks, but just your twist isn't going very straight and there's like a little bit of a bend in it, I just pull it down and straighten it, and it usually gets it out. So you're going to twist your hair all the way to the bottom. This is where I would grab a little bit of the gel and smooth it onto the ends, just so it would have a little bit more staying power. And you're going to twist all the way to the bottom, and then you're going to set it aside. Now, when you're finished with your whole head, you're going to dip the ends in a pot of water. I put olive oil in mine just for like a little bit of extra moisture in there, but I just so the ends wouldn't be really dry and frizzy looking. But put a little bit of olive oil in a big pot of water, boil it, and be very careful not to burn yourself because it's very easy to burn yourself. You're going to split your hair in two, and then you're going to take the ends and hold your head to the side and dip them in there and pull them back out, and I'll dip them in and kind of pull them out just so they're not sitting on the bottom of the pot the whole time. And do that for both sections, and then have a towel ready to be able to squeeze out that excess hot water. And again, be careful because that water is very hot. And then you're going to see that you have a lot of like straight stringy ends, so that's where the shears come in handy, and you can go ahead and snip those off. Now this has already been dipped, and I could dip it again, but I'm not about to go boil a pot of water, so I'm just going to snip that little end. And that's basically it for how I did my Marley twists. Now let's see, was there anything I would have done differently? I probably wouldn't have parted my hair if I had thought about it, but now that I know about the size of the parts that I need, I think I could do them again without parting them. And what I'll probably do is keep these in for 3 weeks or till the end of the month, hopefully. I'll be wearing mine in a bun for the most part, so they shouldn't get too much wear and tear, so I should be able to wear them that long. If not, as you saw, it only takes a minute maybe to redo a twist in its entirety. So if I decide to take these down and redo them all together, it's not going to cost me a lot of time. Altogether, it took me maybe, it's hard to say because I did a lot of things on the in-between time, but I would say it took me maybe two and a half hours to do my whole head, and that's with parting everything and spraying and sealing and whatever. But I've seen some people take as short as like an hour and a half, and then some people take 4 or 5 hours. So it really just depends on what you're doing and while you're doing your twist, and then your level of expertise when it comes to braiding. But these are pretty simple to put in. Also, if you don't want to put it in with a twist, I prefer the twist just because I feel like it looks more natural. If you can see that, it kind of looks like it's coming from my scalp. But if you're more comfortable with doing braids, if you can start off an extension with a braid and then twist, then just do that. Do whatever works for you. This is just what I prefer. Oh, and a last thing that I wanted to mention. I think I got so wrapped up in doing these that I didn't even think. When I usually do my braid extensions, I will cut different lengths for different sections of my head. For the top, it'll be the longest length. For about the sides and the middle of the back, it will be like a 3/4 length. And then for the very back and like my temples, like these little parts right here, I will use the shortest length, because all in all, it's going to end up falling at the same, I don't even know if the camera can see this, pick this up, but it ends up falling at the same length versus being a whole bunch of different weird lengths. So I will use the Marley braid here, the length that it comes in. I'll use that for the very top, and then snip off about 4 inches, 4 or 5 inches, and use that for the mid length that go around my sides and in the middle of the back. And then I'll cut off another 4 or 5 inches worth of length to do the sides and the very back. So just a little tidbit. If it helps you, cool. If it doesn't, cool. And if you get to the end of doing your hair and you realize that your hair is really uneven, you can just undo the bottom of the twist, cut it, and then retwist it, and that's fine too. I just know that the other way that I mentioned has helped me in the past. So I think that's all that I had to say. Yeah. So yeah, pretty simple. Section, detangle, moisturize, seal, twist, boil, cut, done. Simple. Didn't take me 15 minutes or however long this video is to explain that. So anyway, that's how it is. Let me know if you decide to do some Marley twists, or if this helped you, or if it didn't help you, or whatever. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.